Hey guys, and welcome back to episode 5. Here we are aboard the Mighty Gregory. Today, we have a very fun mission to do right off the bat. It's actually something of great importance that we need to do right away because our captain has told us to do it. And that is search for this map. Now, in the last episode, we found it in a sunken ruin, and today, it's a big day. We're going to be searching for the treasure and all of its good things wherever this map will lead us. I brought the other things that I found in the treasure chest below the ocean. And, we'll go say hi. We'll go say hi to Captain Gregory before we leave. Good day, Captain. I'm going to be off endeavoring into the distance. I will be back later. Gonna go find this treasure and I will bring you news of what I find. Okay, Captain? Good to see you in good health. So, the cartographer said that this map is somewhere to the east, in a jungle, and that I don't know how he knows this. Unexplainable to me, personally. Do not understand the wizardry that comes with being a cartographer, but apparently there's something about the foliage and the leaves and the spacing of the shadows and everything like that that tells the cartographer that there's 2 mountains between us and this treasure. So, there's only one thing to do, and that is to get adventuring right now. I think it's a good idea to start exploring from the Mighty Gregory, considering it is mighty, and it has never pointed us in a wrong direction before. So let's go and see if we can, don't mind the creeper hole. Let's go and see if we can find this treasure somewhere. This here is a hill. Does this count as a mountain? Do mountains count as hills? I'm not sure, but there's lots of pandas through here, and I am heading east. Eastward we go. Now, I don't know if we have to head a bit north or a bit south, but definitely heading east. Let's hope we don't get lost. This is a little bit more than a hill, right? I mean, is this the first mountain? I mean, it's a very big hill. Is the mountain the cartographer was telling us about? I don't know. We'll look around. That also kind of looks like a mountain, but again, it looks kind of like a large hill. Should I cross that one or should I cross that one? Well, may as well look around. And look around I did. I saw many strange things on my travels, and I got turned in many different directions. But through the perils of the jungle, eventually, I made it through. If the bamboo will let me through, is there anything over here? This is kind of looking like something, and it's promising, and it's not in the dark, so we're just gonna see what's in here. Oh my god, this is it! This is definitely the location. On the left here, we have a door, amethyst on the ground. I have a fountain over here, and over here we have a little, rest area, I guess. I'll sleep in here. Get a good night's rest as I see whatever the heck this place is. I didn't know they made places like this, but I guess we're here. We are a pirate. Pirates do not run and flee in the face of adventure. So we'll go in here. How bad can it be? Huh. Mysterious. I don't think the people that made this place knew quite how to spell mysterious. I think the amethyst goes in here, maybe? Okay, I guess that answers that. It does. Wow. Okay, there's a hallway down there. Looks interesting. Well, we have a book here, so I guess we'll read this. Hello, adventure. Jeez. That is me. I am the adventurer. So, we found the right place. You have wandered far to reach this location. In gaining entrance to the Hall of Respite, you have proven your devotion to the sea. More sparkles. However, a great trial awaits. Pass through the chamber, and only then shall we bestow upon you our most valuable treasure. Wow, a valuable treasure at the end of this chamber? Good luck? Well, that's exciting. I'm sure I don't need to read the rest of that. I guess, yeah, we're just gonna go straight through here. We'll go with all my stuff on me. Why not? Okay, wow. So we have some spikes. How interesting. And then on this side, I'm guessing we just make it through here, I guess? Jump over these. Oh, already fallen in. That's a bit spooky down there. I don't know if I want to be down here. Well, that was easy. Quite a lot of bad guys down there. And this is quite perilous. quite terrifying. Does not seem like a great place to end up down there. Try not to fall in. Trials and tribulations. Those were some very terrifying trials, I suppose. What's through here? This is it? Made it to the treasure room already? Okay, well, guess we're here. This is slowly make our way in and see what's in here. Oh my goodness! In all of my pirate years, I have not seen such wonderful and magnificent treasure. This is wonderful. There's some lapis in here. Take some lapis. And gold. You know, pirates. We do love our gold. Take the gold. Some amethyst shards. Some amethyst blocks. More gold. We have a water bucket. And the key. Okay, well, sure that's not important at all. We'll just... yeah, a key in a chest. No idea what this key goes to. No idea where this key belongs, but I'm sure it won't be important at all. So, bye chest. This was some wonderful treasure in here. Guessing this is it though, so was expecting maybe some diamonds, you know? Some nether stars. Sticky keys at this time. Some nether star. The blaze rods would be nice. Oh well, suppose we can't be too upset about the treasure. I mean, all stuff I basically already had. So I guess, I guess this is it for this place. It was the whole of Respite. I mean, pretty much a breeze to get through. It was very relaxing, I'd say. This was a nice adventure. Now I just have to figure out how we get home. Don't have a map leading me there. Guess we just head west. I really wonder what all that stuff it was saying about, what was it? Chain of events, now unavoidable. Something like that. I'm sure it's not important. Okay, time to head back. We have successfully done what a pirate should do. We are very successful pirates. Yes, we are. Very good pirates, actually. Okay, well, I'll see you guys when I get back to the ship. Mr. Gregory, I have returned from my adventures, and you would not believe it, Gregory, but they had a bunch of gold. Just for you, Gregory, and lapis lazuli. Oh my goodness. Look at all of this treasure. Oh, and we got some amethyst shards too. Are you proud of me, Captain? I hope you're proud of me, Captain. What will be the next course of events? What's that? I am just to continue about my building duties? Really? No fun pirate adventures for right now? Oh, sit back down. I'm just to continue building for the Gregory Building Company. Okay, I guess. Also, I did discover something. By the way. Probably should have mentioned this earlier. But I did find this. And it says it's a key, but it looks like a piece of gold. Yeah, it's a bit strange, huh, Gregory? I don't really know what we do with it. We could smelt it down. We could turn it into a shovel. Whatever you think, Gregory. But, you know, I'll go stick it in the treasure deposit at the village. And if the time ever comes when we need it, it'll be right there waiting for you with your name on it, Gregory. And my name too, because, I deserve it. Okay, Gregory? I do. I'm the one who found it. I'm gonna put my name on it anyway. Goodbye. Sounds like our adventure was a success. It wasn't... Ow. Bang my head. Wasn't the best success. I mean, like I said, didn't find any diamonds this time. But that doesn't mean it was a failure. We found so much gold and it was really about the adventure we had. Pirating is about the adventures, not so much the treasure and the reward. Anyway, we're gonna go back to the village and continue building up maybe some more buildings. Because, I mean, we have no idea what this key is. Maybe there is somewhere that this key leads to. Maybe we will find what this key does. We're gonna need to make like a map wall or something. That's what we need to do. We need to make a wall of all the maps that we have, like, explored. As a good pirate, it's good to keep track of all the things we have done, our accomplishments, if you will. For right now, I'll just make an item frame and I'll just stick it on the ground, but eventually we'll need to find a proper place for it. Stick our map here, tell the whole world about our exploit. So I was thinking of building today, but to be entirely honest with you, I have been wandering this village for 3 days now, and every single idea I have is not working out. So I think there's really only one remedy for this, and we're just going to build something, and if it turns out absolutely hideous, then we will just burn it down and call it character progression. It's my character arc. Yes, as a pirate. So I'm just gonna maybe build a design and I'll take you through it. There is a gigantic problem that we have, and that is that I built a farm here. I want a bit of an alleyway here between two buildings. Again, I want to make all the villagers have homes and proper buildings that they're working in. We have Fletchers and masons and armorers, and they kind of need somewhere to work. So I was thinking maybe we put them in here. We're going to make the building a bit of a wonky one, kind of like this. We go 3 blocks each this way, and eventually we make it up here onto the hill, and this is the building. Kind of making like a little archway around these door frames. Don't know how it's gonna go on the hillside, but yeah, we'll see. Maybe we bring this down, put this guy here, and we have something like that. This is the bottom layer, and there's stuff that people are doing here. We have a door here. Enter. Maybe another door here. We don't need a door every block, so maybe this one isn't a door. And maybe this one can be a door too. I do think I want to maintain the hillside I kind of have going on here. So I think we'll bring the pathway upwards, but maybe just in a really mild slope. And then as for this side of the building, I'm thinking I kind of want to have a similar sort of shape. So it's still like 3 blocks. Go in by 4. Just so that we have a bit more of a flat space to work with in certain areas. Okay. I think this will be an okay outline for the building. It's a very wonky shaped building, but wonky shaped buildings can be quite fun. So all I have to do now is clear out the area and figure out where the path is going to go, and I will be right back when we can actually get back to building the actual building. Since it is going to be a masonry area, there's going to be an entrance on this side that's maybe a little bit more opened up. And actually, I was having a pretty crazy idea as I was thinking of what I want to do here, and I was staring at the spiders in my spider farm, and I was thinking, you know what would be really fun? What if we had another building right across from this one, very similar to this one, and we made a bridge between them? What do you think about that, good sir? And I'm just really quick gonna lay out maybe something over here, see what I come up with. So I'm thinking for this building right here, we're gonna have a fun window, like curved window kind of thing. Kind of like this. And it'll go into the building, and then the rest of the building will go kind of like this. Down the bottom here, I'm thinking I kind of want to make this place kind of like the blacksmiths in Skyrim kind of look like. It's like an opening to the village. I don't know, there's one in Solitude that I'm thinking about right now that I'm maybe thinking of how to replicate, but and then here on this corner there'll be like a narrow bridge kind of coming out here, like another layer up that will connect over into that building. And in this building maybe it can be like a place where I can put my enchanting table, and maybe it's a magic store because there was, you know, a mysterious amethyst of gazing. So I mean, magic being real and us having a wizard store of wizardry isn't that far-fetched. Now the real problem is, what do I want to do for this magic store? Maybe it goes up a block, and up here we have the actual windows. On the edges of this thing, I'm thinking maybe we put some stairs leading up to it, so then we can have some walls kind of connecting in. And I think I'm liking that design for the storefront. Now we just have to build it up a little bit. Okay, I think we have a pretty decent area here. This also means that I can actually maybe use this area as my enchanting setup. Just gotta casually shovel my bookshelves. If we look in here, we can place some bookshelves under the windows. You know, we need to place 2 more. Maybe some of them have to go in front of the windows, okay? And then there we have a nice enchanting setup. Wow, a magic-y magic store. Placing in some amethysts into our magic store. Looking quite magic-y. Wow. Well, it's a beautiful looking magic-y store, and now it's time to finish it off. Make it a bit completer. Look, the Fletcher guy, he loves it. He's so happy with my magic work. He says, wowee, that is, some fine crafted magic stuff. For the entrance of the store, I'm thinking we have maybe just a little bit of a platform sticking out here with some stairs coming down like this. We'll get some trapdoors for the edges of this just to kind of make it like, you know, you have to up and enter this. It's a fancy establishment. I think I'm going to build up the first layer of the store to kind of the same level as these windows. So we will mix some blocks here and there. I think at the end of the building here, we might have another window where they might advertise some more wares, you know? Like, we have some cool things here. That will be the window. So we'll put in the door, nice little magic door. And I thought it would be really fun, since this is a magic store, to have a little magic window like that. Magic-y and fun. Wow. Now for the upper levels, we could have some beautiful views, scenic views. These could be the fancy, expensive apartments that, you know, cost more up the top. And I think we'll have a little bit of an alleyway here or something. I don't really know if there's going to be enough room for a building here eventually, but this is going to be where the pathway leading onwards will go, so we don't have to worry about it right this second. This is something I wanted to do on another building but didn't end up doing, so I'm gonna do it here. And that is some spruce stairs like that, and then a jungle fence in between the two, just to make some interesting looking supports for this next layer above. Okay, let's start the uphill climb. In between the pillars, we're going to put some spruce that's also stripped. So I added a little bit of texture to the walls, and maybe now we can work on the windows and maybe a third layer. I think in order for us to have a bridge connecting these two, we're going to need to have it on the third layer of this building. For the windows, I'm going to do jungle and oak trap doors on this building at least, and the other building will do glass because it's fancier, and apparently these people didn't want to have glass on their building, so that's my excuse. Windows going in right now. Wow, it's windowing time. I'm just gonna quickly see what this ends up looking like with the spruce here. I think they need a little bit of fun added to them because they're a little bit bland right this second. For the upper layer, it's basically pretty much identical to the bottom layer. The only difference is that it's higher up. Oh my gosh. I was also thinking to add a little bit of like fun to the windows. We just add something like this, like a little clothesline. Kind of similar to the clotheslines we got downstairs, and it kind of looks like this from down below. So maybe below this window here, we have a little flower box like this, and we can have a flower sitting in this one. From back here, adds a little bit of interest, adds, you know, I might just put a few in front of the windows here and there. Somehow I have single-handedly made the single worst chicken farm on the face of the planet. So I've added some details to the outside of the building, and I think it's about time we can start getting work on the upper layer of this building and connect the two. Now I'm just gonna place blocks down and see what happens. So I've kind of been steadily gathering up a bunch of bookcases. Hello, cow. The cow can live under. He's Magic Mower. Magic Mower, come back! A lot of these shelves maybe have all kinds of important knowledge. I think it's a little bit fun to work on the interior when we haven't even finished the exterior yet. We have the resident cow watching over as always. He is going to be the owner of this store, apparently, because he lives here now. This is, of course, a store, so we gotta have a display in front of the window, and we're gonna have the most valuable and prized outfit. We are going to name this Wizard Cloak. Yes, Wizard Cloak. Pants of Wizardry. Hood of Vast Magical Knowledge. Yep, got your thinking cap on. And here we have boots of impervious travel. Look at this. Isn't this just the outfit that every single wizard in town would want? And you can walk by in the store and look in the window and see that is the perfect outfit that I want. Now I think is probably a good time to actually get around to building this upper layer. So unfortunately, I misplaced some of my recordings, and so I did put together a design for the bridge between the two buildings, and you'll see it in a little bit, but I am sorry that I will not show you the process. Instead, you will just have to see the rest of the building be built. On these upper levels, I was actually thinking we could have a little balcony to make the uppermost level of this building to look kind of interesting, you know? There is a sheep in a hole, so I think things are going pretty good. I thought it could be kind of fun to have a cool pattern in these windows with my purple stained glass. I think I kind of like it. So I've been kind of hard at work. I'm inside of the first building we worked on, just trying to come up with some interior designs. It's simple. We're having villagers live in here. It's not that big of a deal. But I also, I don't know, want to make it make a little bit of sense. Instead of just placing beds in here and just calling it a day, we're going to actually have a floor layout. We're going to have walls just pretty simple like this because look, you know, I'm not making this like the fanciest building in the world. I'm just going to make a really simple interior, put the villager beds in, and basically call it a day from there. I think I'm kind of finally at the point where I can start actually putting the stuff in this building. So this is going to be the blast furnace. I was kind of coming up with this idea with campfires back here, some iron bars in front. Down the bottom though, we want to maybe build out the blast furnace a little bit. So it really feels like a built-in structure that this building is like made to do. This is the center of this area of the village. And in here, I thought we could have some Fletchers because this is like the armory slash fletching area. And I also want to get the grindstone over. Probably do want like a crafting table in the center here where they're like working away on something important. It's coming together. I think I need to get a few more items together and place them in here, and I'll see how it ends up. I'm just going through and placing some beds in these bedrooms, hopefully getting my villagers to move out of their current homes because it's not exactly the best place for them to be living. Put a barrel in here, a lantern on top, and I've been putting some, you know, just a little bit of decoration so it's not so bland in here, but there's only really so much I can do because I do want to make sure that this is usable for the villagers. They kind of have a little bit of trouble pathing around a lot of my more complicated structures, like especially where I'm using lots of trapdoors. As you can see, this guy has absolutely no idea what on earth is going on. Not a single thought in that head. And so I just want to make it a little bit easier on their noggins and, you know, make it a bit easier for them to navigate this village. And really, I mean, this is basically some pretty nice living quarters for them, so hopefully they'll be moving in. This is kind of so far what I've been, you know, coming up with in this little area here. Maybe we have a hanging sign. Welcome to the Feather Smithy, and you can walk on in and get some stuff made here. Again, I don't really know what else much to add in here. If I get more ideas, I'll come back, but for now, I'm just gonna leave it like that. And I'm going to finally start work, I think, on the roof, because I want to start getting these buildings finished up and not so roofless, because look at them right now. So real quick, I finished up the roofs of this building. It was roofing time, as they do say. I tried to go for a bit more of an interesting slope on these buildings, making it kind of curved in a way, and then a flat top on the top of the roof. While I did have a bit of a plan of the roof shape in general, most of it was just completely just me making it up on the spot. And for wonky buildings, I think that's honestly the best method, time and tested method of making roofs for wonky buildings is by wonkifying the roof. I also did, at the end, go in and do the entire interior, and I know that sounds a little bit strange, but it's done now, so here it is. So I've completed the interiors of this building, and I will show you how ugly it is. Follow me. Going inside, we have a nice display here in the entrance, an empty room that will forever remain empty, and some stairs. Of course, this connects up to the smithy and all that, but up here is basically the residential area for all of our villagers. This is an apartment. Wow. And this is the bedroom. That was a bit sad. But if we go into this one, we have a very similar kind of apartment. You know, chair, table, bedroom. Another bedroom. Living in luxury here. Here we have a bigger, more spacious apartment with the, kitchen and everything. And here's one bedroom. All of my apartments are basically... Look, he's going to bed. Oh my gosh, he's actually using my apartment. Up here we have, a little common area on the top floor. Let me tell you, this first started out as perhaps the ugliest room I have ever built in the entire history of Minecraft. But I think it's turned out to be not too hideous. And at the least, I'm just gonna leave it like this. Again, we've got more apartments up here. We'll sleep with this guy in bed. He's running away. So we have this little apartment in here, and this one has the most number of bedrooms. And I'm actually quite proud of this little corner, specifically. Got a chair and table, you can look out on the river. So yeah, that's this building pretty much done. Now we need to figure out this one. And of course we've put on all of the roofs for this building as well. And I've also added a chimney up the top. It connects all the way down from the base floor. And I think basically all that's left is to finish up this building. And then I think we're going to call it for the day. So let's quickly get back to work and put this one together. I'm sorry. What on earth am I looking at right now? That is the village right there, where we're working. And that is a creature of the sea. What on earth? Are you okay, sir? You okay? I don't think I'll need all too much concrete, so I'm just killing up the last of these squid. The spawn rates have been a little bit not so great, despite the fact that this is an ocean. So let's see if we can just get a few more. We've got 13 so far. He's still out there. I'll see with whatever he was talking about. I think this is probably going to be enough, so I'm just going to quickly head back and maybe make some concrete. I need to turn the concrete powder into concrete blocks or whatever it is, because I don't really want powder up there, but that wasn't there before. I'm assuming this is what the villager was talking about. Let's see, I am a pirate and I understand pirates do go after treasure, but like I said, I really want to finish up this building right this second, so it can wait just a little bit longer. Maybe then, at the end of the video, maybe we'll check out this thing. So we'll make our black concrete powder, and I think this should be enough. It was plenty of black concrete, actually. In fact, probably a little bit too much. I was originally just going to make a circle around the top as a little bit of a buffer between the walls and the roof, but it turns out that I had like 2 stacks left over, and I was like, you know what would be really great to add to this? A wizard tower. And so a wizard tower was then born. Of course, made out of black concrete, because what other resource did I have excess amounts of? So the building went wonderful and smoothly. It only rained on me a few times. And now our wonderful magic shop has a roof to it. So the magic mirror now can reign over the entire town, I guess, and do his magic things with a roof over his head and a beautiful magic shop at his, I don't know, hands, hooves, whatever they are. With these 2 buildings basically coming together, we have the semblance of our town actually being built. It actually feels like a town when you walk through the streets. I'm very happy with the way that it's been turning out. I think the closeness of all the buildings is really, really nice, and I want to kind of keep that going forwards. And as I make more buildings in the village or town, whatever it is, I have a few more buildings I would like to put in sometime soon, but we'll see what we get around to. We might be going on more adventures, who knows? We gotta figure out whatever that key was and whatever that strange piece of paper is. It's spooky. So, maybe we'll go on more adventures like we did today, see more magical places. Who knows? Lots of fun things in the future as a pirate to get distracted on, but our construction company is going strong. And just like that, we are finishing up the roofs, placing in just a few final blocks. So there we have the roof pretty much done and complete. I'm pretty happy with how the roof turned out. I think it really ties in the entire building. I think though we will add some finishing details to the exterior before I go in and just quickly add some rooms to the inside. I think I want to add a bunch of ivy on the outside. I thought that might be nice, and I've added a little flower bed around the bottom anyway to begin. So we can just basically start pulling some of these guys up, take away in some areas, making it feel all overgrown and like it's a magic building that's been here a while. I took away a little bit from the center because I felt like it was a bit much, so maybe we put some more on the sides here. Make it feel like it's actually, you know, climbing up like a vine. Just bringing some of those bushes down. That why is there a theme with villagers today ending up in the strangest places? So I've run out of leaves, and I think this is kind of what I'm dealing with. I added a few bushes here and there, and I was thinking to finish things off in this area, I was going to add a few rose bushes and see how that looked. I did want to add one here. I'm actually really liking that. The purple, little bit crazy here, but it's fine. I'm actually pretty proud of how this building has turned out, and I think it's basically only the finishing touches on the inside that's kind of left. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the inside. I find it a little bit hard to film a lot of the interior because it's basically just me going back and forth from my chest to the building, and so that is not the best content in the world. So I'll do the same as I did the previous building, and I'm going to quickly do the interior again, a simple interior for this building, and I will show you when it's done. There's a wandering trader right now, right this very second, and he has something very important to give us. Mangrove! Yes, thank you, good sir. The insides are finally complete, and I added a little bit of a bell out the front here, so that, you know, the villagers can keep on their toes. Look at them go. Racing off back into the safety of their new apartment rooms. So when we enter into the shop, we are met by the wizard mower, and we find a wonderful little wizard store in here. I put a few more things because it was very empty, and still I think as we go we might be able to add all kinds of wares that we find on our travels in this magic store. We of course have some librarians that will end up working in here. They're just away terrified right now because I rang that bell. But if we come up here to the second level of the building, we have some nice apartments. Here are the resident librarians. Look at them go. They're no longer afraid. In here we have an apartment, just small rooms like this again. I was just trying to keep it kind of simple. Here we have a library. This is where like the wizard mower lives. That's his library, and then this is like his bedroom. And over here we have a little studio apartment in here. Can sit in this chair, look out the window. I thought this one was actually really nice. It's small, but it's homely. When we come up these stairs, this balcony had to be boarded up because it's not accessible. And in here, we have another apartment. I thought this one turned out pretty okay. It has a pink carpet and a little bench to sit on. Beautiful room in here. Very spacious. Lots of good views. And in here, we have another room. Across the hall here, we have a little chair to sit in. And our final apartment. A little kitchen. And finally, a bedroom. And it's actually really nice getting to walk through the entire thing and see the people loving it. On the exterior of the building, I added a few bushes to this side, and that's kind of about it that I did. So that's basically all I got around to today. I had a lot of fun building these buildings. It went from something very hard to come up with an idea for to something I'm actually quite proud of. We even have another wizard outfit in the window here that I put in. And it's really nice seeing this place really be inhabited by the creatures. Very strange creatures. Despite that I didn't actually intend for this, it seems that this video will actually be coming out on Christmas. So if you are watching this on Christmas, Merry Christmas to you. And I hope everybody who celebrates holidays, any holiday at all, has a very fun holiday season. We didn't get around to looking into whatever this suspicious note is, but maybe in the next episode we will do that. Until then, I guess I will see you guys in the next video. I hope you guys have a wonderful pirating weekend and week and time of day that you yourself, person watching this, enjoy. If you are watching this in July, I hope you enjoy in July instead of Christmas. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.